Good evening, friends. Pinutuni. Welcome to our online broadcast here from the London Mindfulness Meditation Center. We have gone live since the full moon day of July when we initiated our Vasana retreat, Vaskali, providing opportunity for devotees in the congregation to participate together in our religious worship, religious observance in the Vas retreat, enabling them to accumulate merit, dedicate to their family, to their loved ones, as well as develop and practice paramita, and because that is the time when they commit themselves or devotees commit themselves to the triple gem. And in many traditional countries, sometimes every day devotees go to the vihara during Vaskali or Vasana retreat, getting to know the Dhamma, practice the Dhamma, as well as commit in practicing paramitas. So we also have gone live so that devotees can participate, and also in the vihara, whether or not they participate online, we provide the opportunity for devotees to come and join us in our retreat pujas, and especially the sponsors do make an effort to come, so we provide them the opportunity. So today the puja is sponsored by Mr. Chamara and Mrs. Deeptini Vikramanayaka, along with their children Vinod and Vinal, who have also come to the vihara with their parents, Mr. Sunil and Mrs. Neelakanti Vikramanayaka, who are on a visit from Sri Lanka. And they are now participating with us in the vihara, having made offerings to the Buddha. So we wish the family with every happiness. May their lives be filled with joy and happiness. May they be blessed with good health. May their righteous aspirations be fulfilled, and most importantly, may the education of their children be successful. May they excel in education, have a very bright future. So we wish them every happiness and success. So bearing such thoughts in our mind, we dedicate ourselves to puja today. So please say sadhu 3 times, and namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa 3 times to observe precepts.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinnādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Kāmesu micchācārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Suramēraya majjapamā daṭṭhāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. තිසරණේන සද්ධින් පංචසීලං ධම්මං සාදුකං සුරක්ඛිතං කତ୍වා අප්පමාදේන සම්පාදේ තබ්බං. Let us worship the Buddha together. Namo tassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhammasarati sattha deva manussanang buddho bhagavati. Buddhaṃ jīvita paryantaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Swakkhāto bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akāliko ehi passiko panayiko paccattaṃ vedisabbo viññuhiti. Dhammang jīvita paryantaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Ujjapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Sāmīci patipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Yadidaṃ cattari purisa yugani atta purisa puggala Esa bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Āhuneyo pāhuneyo dakkineyo anjali karaniyo Anuttaraṃ puññakkettaṃ lokassāti. Saṅgham jīvita paryantaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Kanasārappadittena dīpena tamadaṃ Tilokadīpaṃ sambuddhaṃ pujayāmi tamonudam Vannagandha gunopetaṃ etaṃ kusuma santatim Pujayāmi munindassa siripada saroh Pujemi buddhaṃ kusumena nena puññena metena tapāmi mokkhaṃ pupphaṃ vilayati idam me kāyo tathāyati vināsa bhāvaṃ Adhivāsetu no bante pāniyaṃ parikappitam anukampaṃ upādāya patigannātu uttame Adhivāsetu no bante gilāna paccayaṃ imaṃ anukampaṃ upādāya patigannātu uttama Adhivāsetu no bante sabbaṃ saddāya pujitam Anukampang upadaya patigannhatu uttame Vandami cetiyang sabbadhani supatititang Saririka dhatu mahabodhing Buddha rupang sakalang sada Yassa mule nisinnova sabbari vijayang aka Pato sabbanyutang sattha vande tang bodhipadapang Ime ete mahabodhi lokanatena pujita Aham pite namassami bodhiraja namattute Kayena vaca cittena pamadena maya katang Acchayang kamami bante puri panye tathagata Kayena vaca cittena pamadena maya katang Acchayang kamami dhamma sandittika akalika Kayena vaca cittena pamadena maya katang Acchayang kamami sangha supatipanna anuttara Ettavata ca amhehi sambatang punya sampadang Sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Ettavata ca amhehi sambatang punya sampadang Sabbe buddha anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Ettavata ca amhehi sambatang punya sampadang Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Idamme ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo Idamme ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo Idamme ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo Imina punya kammene mami bala samagamo satang samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya idamme punyang asavakkaya vaham sabba dukkha pamuncatu sadhu sadhu. So now we are going to chant the Ratana Sutta and Mahajayamangal Sutta, blessing you and your family members and loved ones with good health and happiness. May your lives be filled with joy and happiness and success, and may all your righteous aspirations also be fulfilled. If you are bearing anyone in your thoughts, we wish them speedy recovery. May all the treatment they are being given or taking be successful for their speedy and complete recovery. May they soon be able to enjoy good health. Please do share our link so that they can listen to the chanting if you are dedicating to them. So, we also bless our sponsors today, Mr. Chamra and Mrs. Deepti Vikramnaika, and children Vinod and Vinal, as well as Chamra's parents, Mr. Sunil and Mrs. Neelakanti Vikramnaika. May the whole family and their loved ones be blessed with good health. May all their righteous aspirations be fulfilled. May their lives be filled with joy, happiness and success and prosperity. And most importantly, we also bear the children's education. May they excel in the education. May their future be bright and successful. So with such righteous aspirations, we begin our chanting. If you are able to, you can join us in the chanting. If not, listen to the chanting with great attention and respect. Samanta cakkavalesu atra gacchantu devata saddhammang munirajassa sunantu sagga mokkadang Paritta kalu ayang bhadanta Paritta kalu ayang bhadanta Paritta kalu ayang bhadanta Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Yani bhutani samagatani bhummani vayani vayantalik Sabbeva bhuta sumana bhavantu atopi sakkacca sunantu bhasitang Tasmahi bhutani samita sabbe mettang karote manusiya pajaye Divaca ratto ca haranti baling tasmahi nirakkata appamatta Yang kinci vittang idhvahurang va saggesu vayang ratanang panitang Nano samang atti tathagatena idampi buddhe ratanang panitang Etena saccena suvattiyotu Khayang viragang amatang panitang Yadajjaga sakya muni samahito Natena dhammena samatti kinci Idampi dhamme ratanang panitang Etena saccena suvattiyotu Yang buddha setto parivannai sucing samadhimanantari kanyamahu samadhina tena samona vijjati idampi dhamme ratanang panitang etena saccena suvattiyotu Ye puggala atta satang pasatta cattari etani yugani honti te dakkineya sugatassa savaka ete sudinnani mahappalani idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvattiyotu Ye suppayutta manasa dalhena nikamino gotama sasanamhi Te patti patta amatang vigaiha ladda muda nibbuting bunjamana Idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvattiyotu Yatinda kilo pataving sitosiya catubbhivate bhiya sampakampiyo Tatupamang sappurisang vadami yo ariya saccani avecca passati Idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvattiyotu Ye ariya saccani vibhavayanti gambhira panyena sudesitani Kincapi te honti busappamatta nate bhavang attamang adiyanti idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvattiyotu sahavassa dassana sampadaya tayassu dhamma jahita bhavanti sakkaya ditti vicikiccitanca sīlabbataṃ vāpiya datti kinci චතුහ පායේහි ච විප්පමුත්තු චචාබිඨානානි අබබ්බකාතුං ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු කිංචාපිසෝ කම්මං කරෝති පාපකං කායේන වාචා උදචේතසාවා අබබ්බෝසෝ තස්ස පටිච්චාදාය අබබ්බතා දිට්ඨ පදස්ස බුත්තා ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්තියෝතු වනප්පගුම්බේ යතා පුස්සිතග්ගේ ගිම්හාන මාසේ පටමස්මින් ගිම්හේ තතුපමං ධම්මවරං අදේසයි නිබ්බානගාමින් පරමං හිතාය ඉදම්පි බුද්ධේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්තියෝතු වරෝ වරඤ්ඤෝ වරදෝ වරාහරෝ අනුත්තරෝ ධම්මවරං අදේසයි ඉදම්පි බුද්ධේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්තියෝතු කීනං පුරාණං නවං නත්ති සම්භවං විරත්ත චිත්තා ආයතිකේ භවස්මින් තේකීන බීජා අවිරුල්ලිච්ඡන්දා නිබ්බන්ති දීරායතායං පදීපෝ ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්තියෝතු යානීද භූතානි සමාගතානි බුම්මානි වායානි වයන්තලික්ඛේ තථාගතං දේව මනුස්ස පූජිතං බුද්ධං නමස්සාම සුවත්ති හෝතු යානීද භූතානි සමාගතානි පුම්මානි වායානි වයන්තලික්ඛේ තථාගතං දේව මනුස්ස පූජිතං ධම්මං නමස්සාම සුවත්ති හෝතු යානීද භූතානි සමාගතානි බුම්මානි වායානි වයන්තලික්ඛේ තථාගතං දේව මනුස්ස පූජිතං සංඝං නමස්සාම සුවත්ති හෝතු ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන දුක්ඛාවෝපසමින්තුතේ ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන භයාවෝපසමින්තුතේ ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන රෝගාවෝපසමින්තුතේ මහා කරුණිකෝ නාතෝ හිතාය සබ්බපානිනං පුරෙත්වා පාරමී සබ්බ පත්තෝ සම්බෝධි මුත්තමං ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං ජයන්තෝ බෝධියා මූලේ සක්ඛානං නන්දි වද්දනෝ එවං තුයං ජයෝ හෝතු ජයස්සු ජය මංගලං ජයන්තෝ බෝධියා මූලේ සක්ඛානං නන්දි වද්දනෝ එවං තුයං ජයෝ හෝතු ජයස්සු ජය මංගලං ජයන්තෝ බෝධියා මූලේ සක්ඛානං නන්දි වද්දනෝ එවං තුයං ජයෝ හෝතු ජයස්සු ජය මංගලං Sakkatva buddha ratanang osadang uttamang varang Hitang deva manassanang buddha tejena sottina Nassantu paddava sabbe dukkha vupasamintu te Sakkatva dhamma ratanang osadang uttamang varang Parilahupasamanang dhammate sottina Nassantu paddava sabbe bhayavupasamintu te Sakkatva sangharatanang osadang uttamang varang Ahuneyang pahuneyang sanghate sottina Nassantu paddava sabbe roga vupasamintu te Yang kinci ratanang loke vijjati vividhaputu Ratanang buddha samang natti tasma sotti bhavantu te Yang kinci ratanang loke vijjati vividhaputu Ratanang dhamma samang natti tasma sotti bhavantu te Yang kinci ratanang loke vijjati vividhaputu Ratanang sangha samang natti tasma sotti bhavantu te Natti me saranang anyang buddho me saranang varang Etena sacca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalang Natti me saranang anyang dhammo me saranang varang Etena sacca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalang Natti me saranang anyang sangha me saranang varang Etena sacca vajjena hotu te jaya Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu Mate bhavattvantarayo sukhi digayuko bhave Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata Sabba buddhanubhavene sada sotti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata Sabba dhammanubhavene sada sotti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang Sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavene sada sotti bhavantu te Nakkatta yakka bhutanang papaggaha nivarana parittassanubhavene hantu te sang upaddave Devo vassatu kalene sassa sampatti hetu ce Pito bhavatu loko ce raja bhavatu dhammiko Akasatta ca bhummatta devanaga mahiddhika Punyantang anumoditva cirang rakkantu loka sasanang Akasatta ca bhummatta devanaga mahiddhika Punyantang anumoditva cirang rakkantu dhamma desanang Akasatta ca bhummatta devanaga mahiddhika Punyantang anumoditva cirang rakkantu mang paranti sadhu sadhu sadhu. We wish you all every happiness, good luck and success and prosperity. May all your righteous aspirations be fulfilled. So, if you have just joined us, we go live every day at 6:30, sharing with you our evening worship, chanting, meditation and Dhamma reflection. So, if you are committed, please do join us at 6:30. So we share with you as best as possible every day. So today the puja was sponsored by Mr. Chamara and Mrs. Deeptini Vikramnaike and children Vinon and Vinal. And here also present Chamara's parents, Mr. Sunil and Mrs. Nilkanti Vikramnaike. So we wish the family with good health and happiness. We bless them. May all their righteous aspirations be fulfilled, and may their lives and be filled with joy and happiness and success. And may the education of children be successful, and may they excel and have a very bright future. So now let us spend some time to meditate. So if you are happy the way you are sitting, please do keep your back straight and eyes closed. If you want to adjust yourself, feel free. We will do a short meditation, and after that we will do a short reflection to conclude the program as well. So once you have adjusted yourself, close your eyes and ensure your back is straight if possible. Otherwise, now make a determination that you will not move for the next few minutes. So commit yourself, have the determination, effort, sustained effort to stay still. The first thing is to make sure you are aware of how you are sitting. So we use the scanning of the body technique to be mindful of your posture. So I'll take my body as an example. I'm sitting straight, balanced body, balanced head. Arms are hanging and my right hand is on my left palm, gently placed in my lap. Since I'm sitting down, my body is bent at the hips and knees and my feet are firm on the floor. And I also feel the pressure of my body on the chair. So now you can do a quick scan of yourself. Observe your body, head to toe, without any judgment. Now be mindful of your surrounding, and especially those who are sitting with you. Take a notice of their presence, appreciate their support. Without judgment, be mindful of those who may be present at your home but not participating with you as well. Now bring your attention back to yourself, your body, and this time observe the calmness, the peaceful nature within the body. It's not moving, so there is stillness in the body. Your body is not wanting things, so it's very peaceful. Obviously, the mind is peaceful, that's why your body is also at peace. If you're frustrated or perhaps restless, your body is not going to be as peaceful as now. So notice that stillness in the body. Notice that calmness in the mind as well. Not looking for things, not going to the past, not worrying about things or thinking of something else. Complete dedication and therefore no rush. Bring your attention to your breath now, and that is the object of meditation for now. And simply notice that there is this flow of breath through your nostrils. We breathe 24 hours a day, but rarely are we mindful of that breath. So for the next few moments, just pay attention to that flow of breath through your nostril. Breathing in, and you can just notice that flow of air. Breathing out. Similarly, notice that flow of air. Breathing in, breathing out. Now bring that peaceful attention to thinking about metta. As we mentioned yesterday, it is actually a great source and foundation of your well-being, a source of happiness for yourself and your loved ones. Because where there is kindness, where there is metta, loving kindness, you can see that actually there is no judgment. There is peace. There is acceptance. There is no frustration. There is no jealousy. But there is peace in your mind. Where there is no metta, we end up most of the time with dissatisfaction, because we lay out conditions, we expect many things from every encounters, whether it is a person, whether it is the weather, whether it is a scenario or a situation. The moment we be mindful of loving kindness, then everything becomes possible. Most of the time we can end up by forgiving if there are situations of dissatisfaction. A mother loves her children, or a parent loves his or her child without any condition. There is no condition laid out. Nothing affects that care and attention. Mata yatha niyang puttam. Similarly, let us try to develop that metta without any judgment, without any discrimination, without any identity barriers, to as many as possible. We might not be able to do it to everyone, but at least without any connection, learn how to be kind. Without any expectation, learn how to be kind. Most of the time, we make a move to help out of compassion. That is based on metta as well. So metta is the base for karuna. And sometimes when we expect something, we end up with jealousy. If you don't expect anything, if you're happy the way things are, and if you can wish someone more and more, progress, in success, there is joy, mudita. So for the last few days, we have been focusing on being able to identify something that you wish to be free from out of compassion, and something that you wish others to achieve out of mudita. So one for freeing, one for improving, without any attachment or without any judgment. Think what you'd like to be free from. Think what you'd like to achieve. May I be well, happy and peaceful. May I be blessed with good health. May no harm come to me. May no problems come to me. May no difficulties come to me. May I always meet with success. May I also have the patience, courage and determination to meet and overcome difficulties in life. May I be free from pain and suffering. Now when you think of some close relations, some close associates, whoever comes to your thought, bear the same, one to be free and one to prosper or achieve. And they could be your parents, your teachers, uncles, aunts and in-laws. They could also be husband, wife or partner, children, brothers, sisters, your in-laws, cousins, nephews, nieces, even your friends or colleagues at work, neighbors. Now whoever came to your thought, think about their well-being. May they all be well, happy and peaceful. May they all be blessed with good health. May no harm come to them. May no problems come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they always meet with success. May they also have the patience, courage and understanding to meet and overcome difficulties in life. May they be free from pain and suffering. May all living beings be well, happy and peaceful. May all living beings be free from pain and suffering. May I be well, happy and peaceful. May I be free from pain and suffering. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, so that was our brief meditation, and I'd like to continue with our short reflection. As you know, we've been reflecting on the content of the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, which is the first sermon of the Buddha, and we have been going through a few aspects, and we obviously were reflecting about the right mindfulness in the Eightfold Path, so coming to almost to the end of the contents. And we were reflecting on the elements of establishing mindfulness. So based on Satipatthana Sutta, establishing mindfulness so that it is actually the path to liberation, a direct path to liberation, ekayino maggo. So we in that we had explained about the 5 hindrances, and also now we count on and 5 aggregates, and today I'd like to focus on the 18 or the analysis of sense fields. So in meditation, how we need to understand. So it'll just be a brief reflection which we will develop in tomorrow and day after session. So in the Dhammanupassana, or understanding the nature, so it is quite important to first realize, especially in terms of paying attention or establishing attention into the way things work. So for example, when a thought arises, that is actually perhaps sometimes a result or a resulting thought based on the two things that actually merge or comes in contact, which is the sense fields. So there are 6 interior or 6 exterior sense fields. So we know that. So we are talking about the 5 senses plus the mind as the 6th one, and they are something that actually are suitable. So you cannot see with your ear, you cannot see with your ear, you cannot hear with your eyes. So it has to be the exact encounter. So object or tangible object we see through our eyes, sound we hear through our ears, smell, taste, and also the physical sensation. So they are the marrying moments. So for example, when you only see an object through your eye sense when there is your eye consciousness. So that is the 3rd one. So we have the eye, we have the sense, and we have the eye consciousness. Then we have the ear sense, the sound, and then you only hear when there is consciousness based on that sense field. So like that, if you actually look at everything, so in the tactile things or the feelings with the body, and then obviously your body consciousness. So the 6th one becomes your thoughts, your memories, your arising thoughts, which becomes the mind consciousness. So if you look at that based on the Salayatana Sutta, you can see that there are these 18 aspects, isn't it? So the 6 senses, which is eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind, and also the encountering the whatever comes into contact. So object, smell, sound, taste, feelings, as well as sensation, or as well as your thoughts. Then those arising consciousness. So in mindfulness, if you are able to see those as it is, so for example, you see something, if you can identify that as an object rather than actually develop or proliferate into another level of thinking. So you see a flower, so behind me I see a flower, for example, in my camera. So that if I just see it as a flower, I will perhaps be able to stop actually developing my mental thoughts into a different level. So when we fail to see that flower as flower, we then have already made opinions, judgments about these flowers. And this is why we then, as soon as it is triggered, then we have lots of mental thoughts arising within us. So in the Dhammanupassana, when these, what we can do is, when sometimes what we fail to also realize is that arising thought is actually the basis for a couple of reactions or experiences. So it's a basis for happiness or sadness or equanimity. So that simple sight, which the object is even beyond your senses, it's not within your body, it is outside your body. Then there is the eye sense, and then the meeting of those two through your consciousness. because not every time you open your eyes you see things. You only see things when there is consciousness. So that mental thought has become a reason, or that sight has become a basis for happiness, sadness, and equanimity. So if you are mindful of that, so mindful person will then learn how to renounce from those. Remember, in meditation we always teach you, I've been teaching about recognizing, renouncing. So you let go. So mindful person will actually not delve or indulge themselves in either happiness, in sadness, or in equanimity. They will be able to move on to the next indexical matter, whatever it is. So if you are to think of a renunciation from happiness or renunciation from sadness, we then need to actually establish that mindfulness in the correct, so be present, be in the present moment. So that is why, because when we fail to see that, we actually have engaged, or we have actually analyzed that in such a way that we actually stick to those 2 or 3 emotions, such as happiness. Sometimes we stick with happiness. We like to see it. We want to continue that experience. You eat a spoon of ice cream in summer. You continue to want it, another scoop, another scoop. We want that happiness, that sensational feeling. We want it. So we stay in the happiness, and we try to stay, not realizing that it is impermanent. Similarly, where there is sadness, sometimes we delve more into sadness than sometimes in happiness. When something wrong happens, or when something goes wrong, we stay with that painful experience more sometimes, always in thinking about it. So you can see how, if you are not mindful, you cannot renounce from that sadness. You cannot actually let go of that sadness. We actually have personalized, and maybe sometimes even another stronger word would say, we have victimized ourselves unconsciously and unnecessarily. So therefore, when we establish mindfulness in the timely condition, knowing that whatever object enters through your senses is outside your body, not within your body. And when you see it as it is outside your body, then you can, because then whatever is inside your mind or your consciousness is what the moment of experience which we actually have brought about through our analyzing the object, so, or judging the object. So this is where we learn how to gradually put into a mindfulness, and we realize, and when we actually want to think of sadness or happiness, it is important to identify that moment as it is as well. This is a sad experience, this is a happy experience, or this is an equanimous experience. And then because most of the time we obviously, as I said, we want happiness to extend, and we don't want sadness to exist, and there is a different thought process again coming up. So we will continue with that sort of explanation more tomorrow, but that is the basis of understanding that the 6 senses are within you, and then whatever meets, or whatever enters through those senses is exterior. Why do we actually create an uneasy moment by actually grasping that exterior object into yourself, into your mind? You see a flower as flower rather than anything else. Do not interpret the flower, let the flower interpret itself. Then there will be no reason for judgment, for example. So that is the gist of the level, the Dhammanupassana that we have been trying to reflect. So I will develop that more on another occasion tomorrow. So thank you for joining with us this evening to our daily puja, chanting, meditation, and short reflection. So something for you to think. That is why we keep the reflection short, and we hope you can then think about it in your own free time. So we come to the close of today's broadcast, and thank you for joining with us this evening. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Stay safe. Take care. Have a very good evening and good night. See you tomorrow at 6:30. Bye bye. Teron Saranai.